Hello, everybody. This is the appendix to the slides from week 13. One no Trump, or rather no Trump openers and balanced responses. Let me go ahead and share my screen and we'll dive in. All righty. So again, no Trump openers and balanced responses, specifically when responder has no interest in a major suit. We always show the image of Captain Kirk because when partner opens one no Trump, responder becomes captain of the team. And it's not because of responder's ginormous ego, it's because partner provided such a precise description of her hand. So from the main presentation, here's the 10% to remember. Opening one no Trump promises 15 to 17 high card points and a balanced hand. Don't do it with 14 or 18. There are other ways to show those hands, and it's really important that partner can rely on us to stick to our agreements. We don't want to lie to partner. Secondly, when one person opens one no Trump, the other person becomes captain of the team because the one no Trump opener provides so much information that responder will know exactly what to do. All the responder or captain has to do is some arithmetic. 25 to 26 high card points usually makes game. 33 usually makes a small slam, and 37 usually makes a grand slam. So the captain just has to do arithmetic. It's not mathematics, it's just arithmetic. You add your points to opener's points, and you know whether to bid game, whether to invite, whether to pass, or possibly look for slam. Gee, I said this up above. If you're balanced but not 15 to 17, do not open one no Trump. Partner needs to be able to rely on what you say in the bidding conversation. Specifically, if you're balanced but a little weaker, you open one of a suit and then you rebid one no Trump. It's a wonderful sequence. If you're stronger, 18 to 19, you open one of a suit and then you plan to jump to two no Trump. We'll look at that again in a moment. If responder does not have a 4-card major or longer, then responder knows you want to play in no Trump. Responder should invite with 9 high card points and bid game with 10 or more. Some people will invite with 8. I don't like to do that. The very last slide of the appendix will explain why. And super important, minor suits are great for playing in no Trump. If partner opens one no Trump and you've got 6 clubs to the ace, king, queen, it's likely 6 tricks in no Trump, and that scores higher than taking the exact same tricks in a club contract. Okay, when responder has no interest in a major suit, in other words, no 4-card or longer major, and partner opener bids one no Trump, responder knows you want to play in no Trump. And all responder has to do is some arithmetic to figure out how high to go. And again, 25 or 26 high card points usually makes game, 33 for small slam, 37 for large slam. These are guidelines. There's no guarantees. So the key thing to remember is if partner opens one no Trump and you want to play in no Trump, invite with 9 high card points and bid game with 10 or more. Some people invite with 8. I don't. We'll talk about that in a minute. If you're very strong, just do the arithmetic. It's very rare. Suppose you have 18 or 19. Well, then you've got at least 18 and 15 is 33, and at most 36. So you want to play in 6 no, and you just bid it. If you're a little weaker than that, you're not quite sure, because if opener's a maximum, you'd like to play in 6 no, but if opener's a minimum, you want to stop below that. So just like 2 no Trump invites 3, when responder jumps to 4 no Trump, opener says, wow, that's weird. She went past 3 no. Oh, she must be asking me if I have a minimum or a maximum. And if I have a maximum, I'll accept the invitation by bidding 6 no Trump. Same thing at the farthest end of the spectrum. If opener bids one no trump and you've got 22 or more, that means you've got at least 37. Just go ahead and bid 7 no trump. Don't hold your breath waiting for that to happen. About one hand in 11,000 has 37 combined high card points. And again, if you're in between the 6 no and 7 no, you bid 5 no as an invitation. Do I want you to memorize these things? No. Just do the arithmetic. These things are rare, and you can add two-digit numbers and figure out whether you want to bid slam or invite slam. From the presentation, we had a slide that explained the entire no trump opening ladder. Opener looks at her high card points if she has a balanced hand and decides what to do. If opener has 15 to 17, she opens one no trump. All you have to remember to get all of this bidding right is open one no trump with 15 to 17. If you have more, scoot up the ladder. And if you have less, scoot down the ladder. Specifically, if you're balanced with 20 or 21, open two no trump. And if you're in between, this is a wonderful bid. You open one of a suit and then you jump to two no. And partner knows you're balanced with 18 or 19. If you're a little weaker than that, 12 to 14, you open one of a suit and you rebid one no trump. This is a wonderful sequence, extremely descriptive, and it also warns partner that maybe you guys need to put on the brakes because your opener was minimal. Very rarely you'll have a hand stronger than this. With 22 to 24, you open two clubs. That's the bid that says, partner, I have a monster hand, 22 or more points, and you rebid two no trump. Partner probably bids two diamonds and you rebid two no trump. Give yourself a little bit more, 25 to 27. Open two no and rebid. I'm sorry, open two clubs and rebid three no. And if you're even stronger than that, 28 plus, that'll happen one hand in 35,000. Instead of bidding, just leave the game, go buy a lottery ticket because it's your day. Again, the message is responder just does the arithmetic. It's pretty straightforward. Don't memorize. Some examples. As responder, what would you bid in these auctions? Well, we haven't talked about responding to suit openers yet, but we will shortly, and many of you have seen that. So suppose partner opens one club and you have this hand. You got 6 or more points, so you have to respond, and we bid our 4-card suits up the line. That's the best way to find a 4-4 major fit if we have one. So we bid one heart. Suppose partner rebids one no trump. What is partner saying? Partner is saying, I'm balanced with 12 to 14 high card points. And so you know you want to play in no trump. Partner would have raised your hearts or bid spades if she could have. And you have 15 high card points. You have plenty of points to make a game in no trump. So you bid 3 no trump. There's no need to bid your spades because partner would have bid 1 spade if she had 4 of them. Let's make responder's hand a little weaker. Again, it starts out with a club. You'll bid your 4-card suits up the line. Don't worry about the strength. It's all about the length. We'll talk about that in a couple of weeks. Maybe next week. Opener rebids 1 no trump. Well, you know you want to play in no trump, and you've only got 8 high card points. So opener has a max of 14. You don't need to show your spade suit. You don't need to do anything. 1 no trump is a perfectly fine place to have the final contract. So you just pass. It's a wonderful auction. Wonderful auction. Let's look at a couple more examples. Partner opens a club. You have at least 6 points. You need to respond. You have a beautiful heart suit, so you bid a heart. Same bid as last page, but your heart suit looks very different. Opener rebids 2 no trump. That says 18 or 19 balanced. Okay, there are 2 questions we want to answer in the bidding. What suit and how high? So on the how high front, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Adding to 18, that's 26. We've got plenty to play at game. And opener is balanced. So opener has at least 2 hearts. So you have at least an 8-card heart fit. And you know you want to play in 4 hearts. So you just bid 4 hearts. She who knows goes. Partner's strength plus your strength is enough for game. Partner has at least 2 hearts. You have 6. So you play in hearts. Let's look at another example. You have a lovely hand, 10, 14, 15, 16. You're planning to open one no trump. Much to your surprise, partner bids a club. Well, what I'm going to do with this hand, I know we need to get to game, but I'm just going to start slow. I'm going to bid 1 heart. Maybe partner can bid 2 hearts, and then I can take us to game in hearts. Much to my surprise, partner rebids 2 no trump, saying 18 to 19 balanced. Well, partner didn't raise my hearts, so I know we want to play in no trump, and I have 16. 16 and 18 is 34. We have 34 to 35. We want to play in slam. We want to play in 6 no trump. I just bid it. Again, opener bids no trump, or in this case, rebids using the no trump ladder, and partner knows exactly what to do. That's what's so beautiful about these auctions. Side comment about what's the definition of balanced. And this is kind of an intermediate slide, but I like it. A 4-3-3-3 hand, or 4-4-3-2, or 5-3-3-2. These are the classic definitions of balanced hand. I'm not saying it's 4 spades, it's just 4 in some suit and 3-3-3. And I'm not saying it's 4 spades and 4 hearts, it's just 4 in 2 suits and 3-2 in the others. Those are clearly balanced hands. Let's look at a different hand. Some people call these semi-balanced or almost balanced, 5-4-2-2. It's got a lot of characteristics of balanced. So here's one example. I count 15 high card points and I'm semi-balanced. Well, when I look at this, it feels like a 1-heart opener. I'm going to open 1 heart. And my plan, after partner bids a no trump or a spade, I'm going to rebid 2 diamonds. That's going to continue describing my hand. Let's change the hand a little bit. Let's just switch the club suit and the heart suit so the hand looks like this. Again, the same general shape, 5-4-2-2, 4, 8, 10, 15 high card points. With this hand, I'm going to open 1 no trump. I don't care about the minor suits. They are vehicles for taking tricks in no trump in my mind. And if I open 1 club, the person on my left may overcall 1 heart or 1 spade. If I open 1 no trump, it's much harder for them to get their spade or heart suit into the auction. And again, this is all partnership preference and style, but this is my personal preference. In fact, here's a hand with 10, 15 high card points, 6-3-2-2. I'd open this hand 1 no trump. Not everybody would, but I would. And the reason is it's a pretty darn good description of the hand. Yeah, I'm a little light in the majors. But if we can play in no trump, if partner happens to have a spade stopper, then my hand's going to provide 5 or 6 tricks in clubs. And I love taking minor suit tricks in a no trump contract. When did I first get the idea of opening a hand like this, 1 no trump? We were defending a 3 no trump contract, and very early in the play, it seemed very clear to me that opener was going to take 5 club tricks and 3 other tricks and go down. And then opener just kept taking club tricks and took 6 club tricks. And I said, and they made their contract. And I thought, gosh, that was interesting. I want to do that to somebody else. So that's why I'd open that hand 1 no trump. And finally, I want to provide an explanation of why I prefer to pass as responder with 8 high card points and invite if I have 9. And I have to thank Gary Porter for this explanation and this style of explaining it. So with the approach of inviting with 8 and accepting with 16 or 17, here are the situations we have to look at. Opener has said, I have 15 or 16 or 17 high card points. And let's consider the situations where responder has 8 or 9 high card points. With my approach, with 8, I'm going to pass and we're going to play in one no trump. With 9, I'm going to invite. Opener is going to accept with 16 or 17 and is going to pass with 15. If you use the other method, responder is going to invite with 8 high card points. Opener will pass with 15 or 16 and accept with 17. Responder will invite with 9. Opener will pass with 15 or 16 and accept with 17. Well, what's the big deal? Well, it is a huge deal. Let's go through the 6 cells one at a time. You notice that in the upper right and lower right, we have the same contract with both approaches. And there's 2 cases where we miss a 25 high card point, 3 no trump that might or might not make. One is when I have failed to invite with 9, and the other is when responder invites, but opener fails to accept with 16. So far, this looks pretty much like a wash. There are 2 times that we end up in 25 high card point, 3 no trumps. I think that's a wash. And the really important part is these cases, these 2 cases, 8 opposite 15 and 8 opposite 16. With Gary Porter's method, we're going to play in one no trump, and with the other method, we're going to play in 2 no trump. Well, what's the problem? One no trump is clearly better, because if you only take 7 tricks, you make 1 no trump, but you're down in 2 no. And if you make 8 tricks, you get the same score, whether you're in 1 no or in 2 no. So clearly better to be playing in 1 no than in 2 no. Under the method on the right, I think you end up in way too many 2 no trump contracts that go down. And on these 2 cases where we missed bidding a 25 high card point, 3 no trump contract, Gary's method, we're playing in 1 no, it's safer. The other method, you're playing in 2 no. So that's the end of the appendix slides. I hope this was helpful, and I will post this recording.